Hey guys, trying to get back on track here. I am still about a week behind, and I don't know if that's going to be fixed anytime soon. It has just been extremely busy for me for work and a whole bunch of other stuff that's going on these days. So it is what it is, but I'm trying to get there, so I will. Although I owe you a couple of videos, I'm just, like I said, behind a little bit. And sometimes it's better to be behind, if you know what I'm saying. But for that, there's a couple of videos that are definitely in the queue for me. That's going to be the Kabuki Next Generation Power Bar review. I will be reviewing those monolift attachments that you can actually see here in this video. And there's a couple other things on my plate that I would like to do too. But these videos right here are just quick and easy because I film them anyway. They don't require any extra time since I'm training already. Whereas the other videos do take a little bit of time, and I will get to them. Now, while I'm talking over this, hopefully I've distracted you from these extremely high squats that you're probably seeing right here. And I got to be honest as well, my knee has been feeling awful the past couple of weeks. In fact, it was even a little bit bruised. I think I'm attributing this to a couple of things. Number one, my lack of mobility or warm-up work before some of these sets. Probably not the best idea, but I've been getting by a little bit. Also, the fact that on some of the box squats and other movements, I've really been trying to push my knees out or widen my stance, throw my toes out some. You can see my knees kind of track a little bit all over the place, and it's probably not a good idea for me to go ahead and try to exaggerate where my stance is, especially on those box squats, and really force my knees out and my toes out when my mobility just isn't there yet. So it's actually been being really detrimental to what I've been doing because my hips have felt really tight, my knees have been aching, and I've had to actually take a little bit of time off. I had to skip one of my squat sessions just because I started to get into it and my knee was just bothering me. And I'm at the old age now where I'm better to play it safe than play it stupid and end up potentially getting even more hurt. So I wouldn't say I'm injured, but my knee feels a little wonky and I don't want it to lead to an injury. So I'm going to back off on stuff, and I'll talk probably more about this next week because, as I said, a week behind, and this is really where it started to flare up. But I have been enjoying training otherwise when I've been able to get it in. It's really been all over the place. I haven't been showing you, the days of the week that it is, day one, day two, just because my training's been super inconsistent. Not only has I've been busy with training, obviously, but life in general. You guys know I had my friend Garrett Blevins come and visit me. You guys will see some of those training videos or some more of those training clips probably next week because, again, it'll be caught up at some point. But just a lot of stuff going on with the family, which has been all good stuff, of course, but it just takes me away from the basement. And work has been extremely busy as well, planning some recent work trips coming up soon to both Chicago and the Austin area, as well as my quarterly visits to the Seattle area. So training has just taken even a further back seat, and it's really been throwing me off. And it's a little bit frustrating for me only because I like training so much. And I also really like it as a form of stress release. So when work gets busy or something's bothering me, going in the basement and being able to train really takes my mind off things. So it's kind of just been a little bit of snowballing, and I am really excited to get back in and start training consistently and get on a plan. I haven't been really talking too much about what's been going on in these videos because it's just more of the same stuff I've been doing. Typically a main movement like a squat, deadlift, or bench, and then some sort of accessory movement with the barbell, and then just usually two movements that just kind of fluff things out. In some instances, you're not seeing a ton of work on the bench only because filming takes a little bit extra time in some instances for the accessory work, and since my bench is so bad, the assistance work is even less weight, and there's just really no reason for me to show you that kind of stuff that's going on. So that's why I choose not to show it. But I do enjoy all the stuff I'm doing. Here's the aforementioned box squats where I'm really trying to flare my knees out, and the sad thing is though this actually, I think, looks pretty good in terms of form, but again, it just really bangs up my knee, which is not a good idea. So my goal, I think, if I can commit to it, is going to be to commit more time to mobility work, not pre-training, but just again throughout the course of the day. So I've been looking at doing some stuff like ROMWOD, which is just basically a daily stretching routine. I've been considering going and get some ART therapy, active release technique therapy on my hips, just because they've always been super tight. This day that I'm filming this, or recording this I should say, I've been making a more conscious effort to stand more while I'm sitting at my desk or working at my desk. just to try to get my hip flexors a little bit looser. So it's going to be a work in progress, but I think if I can devote some time to that a little bit each day, it'll go a long way in making my hips feel better, my form better, and just everything move a little bit better. That's all we can really ask for. So I hope you guys all had a great week, and hopefully I will get out some other content videos to you very soon.